a special thank you for joining our faculty for at least on a visiting term, and I thought the awards were beautiful.
I hope you'll have me back.
I very much appreciate a copy if I could get it sometime.
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to.
Next we have Noah Maestro.
Yeah, Noah!
Good afternoon, everybody. I really want to thank you all for being here. It really shows that you are concerned about listening to our needs. And my name is Noah. I am the chair of MEChA, the Movement part of the Student Affirmative Action Committee. And I have the privilege of talking to you all today because 2 years ago, I was in these doc classes. I had the privilege of having Dr. Abby Corey as a professor. As an openly lesbian professor was the first time ever that I, as a career student, was recognized and validated in an academic setting. It is because of Dr. Abby Corey that I felt like Marshall and the University of California, San Diego was a safe space for me. And much like Ben and Scott, Dr. Abby Corey was pushed out of the program because of radical political views. So when I hear that this is an academic affairs issue, it upsets me. Yeah. This is about the marginalization and silencing of voices. You are silencing my identity. You are taking away my voice. You are telling me that as a queer student, I do not belong in your college or your curriculum. And so, as a scholar and a citizen, let me repeat, as a scholar and a citizen of this community, now I demand of you to take a critical look and see who else you are saying is not welcome in this college. You're saying that students are not welcome when you make curriculum committees composed entirely of faculty with zero representation from students. You're saying that passionate, community-oriented PAs are not welcome in this college when you make facetious hiring processes to dismiss 2 of them. And you are saying that students of color are not welcome here when we no longer see ourselves represented in your faculty, in your administration, and your TAs. Because we sure as hell don't see ourselves in this college that was intended for 1/3 Black and 1/3 Latino. So, please keep on the cause, and thank you again for listening. Viva la causa!
After those 2 magnificent speeches, I really have to say I'm kind of dumbfounded. This is amazing to see everybody out here today in action in support of these 2 fine gentlemen, Scott and Ben. I'd like to give a history lesson real quick if I could, actually. I don't know how many of you know that this struggle goes back not just this quarter, but all the way back to last year. In fact, to an organization that Scott and Ben were involved in last year over exactly the issue of academic freedom. Now, what we've discovered over the last year or so is that, in fact, there's a pattern in DOC of trying to force out not only faculty and students who don't agree with the new way of doing things, but even sometimes trying to directly intimidate students who are actually taking classes. So, I don't want to get into too much of that, but this is something that has happened not only to Scott and Ben, not only to faculty, but to people just like yourselves.
Gosh, what else do I want to say?
Those speeches were great. I've lost my train of thought. Really, you're magnificent. You're all magnificent. I guess what I just want to finish with is saying that what's going on here is not just what's going on here. What's going on here is going on everywhere in California right now. It's been going on for the last 10 years. I don't know how many people realize that the Board of Regents, they're appointed. They don't answer to anybody. They don't answer to you. They don't answer to anybody else. They can do things, as they did recently, like change the pension plan from a public plan that was earning a lot of money for the people who are going to retire to a private plan run by, lo and behold, a crony, a friend of someone who was a UC Regent that's now in the bottom 20% of retirement plans across the nation. They did that without a single word, without a single bit of input, without a single bit of listening to anybody. Not you, not the people whose money it was that they changed. What else has happened in the last 10 years? Fee hikes. More students going to UC. This isn't just about what gets taught. It's about who learns it. It's about the diversity of having a million, amazing diversity of colors and faces and people and styles, and we don't have that anymore. Each of you as an undergrad, I went to UC 10 years ago. You're paying more than 50% more than I paid 10 years ago.
Paying like 113%.
113.
Just 6 years ago.
113% over 6 years. Okay? This isn't one thing. This isn't just about Scott and Ben. This is about what's happening in California, in our state. I was born and raised here. I know a lot of you were too. I love this state. I hate to see what's happening to its education. We stand in solidarity with Scott and Ben. We stand against intimidation, and we stand for quality higher education. Thank you very much.